This week, I want to talk about the 5 steps to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas. Hey guys, welcome to your weekly huddle. I'm Coach Lewis, realtor and one half of Hemphillrealestate Real Estate Group. This week, I want to talk about the 5 steps to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas. That's right, 5 steps to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas. Why are we talking about this week, Coach? Because I've been getting a lot of private messages, text messages. I've had many phone calls in the last 60 days with people saying, hey, I see you and Dana out here doing the thing with real estate. I see you guys got licensed and starting a company. I've been thinking about doing that for a couple years. I want to be an investor. I want to flip houses. How do I get my license? All right. So to cut down on some of those phone calls, here you go. Here's your video. Watch it anytime. Watch it twice. Watch it thrice. That's right. Watch it 3 times until you find out the 5 steps to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas. The first step in becoming a licensed real estate agent in Texas is to complete the required classes. That's right, you're gonna have to take some classes, just like anything that you get a certification in. There are 6 classes that every person has to take to become eligible to receive their license to be a real estate agent in Texas. Those 6 classes are Principles of Real Estate 1, Principles of Real Estate 2, Law of Agency, Law of Contracts, Real Estate Finance, and Promulgated Contract Forms. You could take those 6 classes in any order. Now, I went to a school called Champion School of Real Estate, okay? It may be a little bit more expensive than it would be if you just kind of want to buy the classes online and do like a self-paced study thing. Me personally, I tried the self-paced thing, and it just seemed like it was just a lot more work than what it had to be, because you got to read everything, hope you cover what's need to be covered. I felt like if I was just going to go ahead and go to the class, they would tell me what I needed to know to pass the test. So I'm one of those work smart, not work hard type guys. So I went on, paid a little extra money so I could go to the school and be in front of the instructor. And I actually did it online. Okay, so I did it at the beginning of this pandemic, beginning of this coronavirus thing. So I was at home all day long. So I was able to do it live online. So Champion School of Real Estate, they have 2 options to where you can take their classes. You can take it during the day. So if you take it during the day, each class is 2 full days. It's like 8 to 5 for 2 days, and that gets you through one of those 6 classes. And at the end of the class, you have to take an exam and you have to pass that to get the certificate. The second option that they have is nights. For people who work during the day, there's still that option at night. If you take the night option, it's Monday through Thursday from like 3 hours, like 7 to 10, a couple of hours a night for 4 days. And again, at the end of that Thursday night, you have to take that exam, you have to pass that exam, and then you get that certificate. So you could actually finish all the prerequisites, all the classes that's necessary within 3 to 6 weeks. If you do it during the day, you could probably take 2 classes a week. Me and Dana did that a couple times. There was a couple weeks where we took 2 classes. I think 2 weeks we took 2 classes each. Okay, we took like a class on Monday and Tuesday, and then took another full day class on Thursday and Friday. So if you do the daytime, you can get it done in as little as 3 weeks, and if you do the nighttime, you can get it done in as little as 6 weeks. So that's your first step to complete the required classes that they have set in place. Step number 2 for becoming a licensed real estate agent in Texas is to apply for a license with the Texas Real Estate Commission, also known as TREC. So if you hear TREC, that's what that is, the Texas Real Estate Commission. That's the governing body for all realtors in Texas. So after you take those 6 classes that we talked about in step 1, after you receive those certificates, you send them to TREC with the application applying for your license, okay? So once they receive your application, it can come back in about 14 days. Now, when you receive your approval from the application, at that point, you have not become a licensed real estate agent in Texas yet. That gives you the go-ahead to take the exam. All right. So once you apply for the license, the approval of your application, it gives you the okay, the go ahead, the license, the certificate to go ahead and take the exam. That's step number 2, to apply so that you can get approved to go take the exam. Step number 3, to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas, is to take the state and national exam. That's right, of course. Well, I thought we had the exams at the classes. Yeah, that's just a little plaything, okay? Then you got the real deal, is the state and the national exam. There's 2 exams that you have to take. You take them back to back. Yes, when I went and took them at Pearson View, VUE, you got to take them at Pearson View. It's a on-site place. There ain't no, you don't take the exam via online. You got to go in, right? You ain't taking nothing. You can't even take your wallet in, okay? You got to put your wallet in the locker. They watching you. They got cameras over your head watching you. So if you like to cheat, this not gonna work. This ain't English 1 in 10th grade where you was able to take the answers in there. You're gonna either know it to pass it or you don't know it and you're gonna fail it. All right. So yeah, I was sweating bullets when I went in there, and it wasn't even hot in there. All right. But yeah, you got to take that state and you take that national. And after that, they tell you immediately if you passed or failed the class, okay? So the sucky part about it is you don't know what your grade is, right? So when it was over, they told me I passed. I'm like, cool, what's my grade? They were like, we don't give you the grade, we just tell you passed. And I'm like, man, I done spent all those hours studying, and I don't know if I got a 70 or 100, okay? I'm just gonna assume I got 100 because they didn't tell me, and I have no proof to say that I didn't get 100. So I got 100, so that's your 3rd step, all right? Step number 4 is to get fingerprinted for a background check. Yep, that's right. They are doing a background check on you to see if they want you to carry that license of being a realtor. All right. Now, don't be afraid. Don't get too afraid if you have some things on your record, because not everything on your record disqualifies you. But let me be upfront and honest with you. Hey, when you fill out that application, they're going to ask you, have you ever been charged with a felony? Have you ever been charged with a misdemeanor? What is it? Okay. Some of you've been charged and it was discharged, or you pled guilty and then you did some type of adjudicated, deferred, whatever they call it. And in your mind, it's off. The judge said, hey, after you finish your probation period, they're going to wipe it off your record. Okay. You're going to be tempted to lie right here. Let's just be honest. You're going to be tempted to lie right here, because you feel like even if they do the background check, it's not going to be on there. But let me tell you something. This is not McDonald's background check, okay? This is not the company that you work for background check. This is government level background check. Regardless of what that judge tells you, if it was ever on your record on the government level, it's still on your record, okay? Maybe it's wiped off so McDonald's can't see it, but the government can see everything that has ever been in your record. So go ahead and tell them up front. Listen, being a real estate agent is all about being a person that can be trusted. Now, what you have on your record may not disqualify you, yet and still when it comes back and you have to explain why you lied on the application, they still may push you through, but now you have this mark on your record to where, hey, we had to fix the application, we had to resubmit some stuff, get more information from you because you lied. The last thing you want is 2, 3, 4 years later, you have an issue, with a client or something, and then when they look at your records and they look at your history, they see, okay, the relationship with us and him or her is started on a lie. So can we even trust this guy with the way he's dealing with his client right now? Okay, that won't be a good look for you. So just be upfront and honest. Again, I don't know all the things that they don't allow to go through, but me personally, I had a couple of felonies. They were weapon based, and I got approved, okay? So what they also have to save you some money and save you some time is they have what's called a fitness determination application. So that's what I did. I submitted my information. I had to go get all of my court documents all the way back. This was in 1998. I had to go down to the courthouse. They had to go look for it because they didn't even keep them on file. It was so long ago, and get copies and certified copies and send them off so that they could review my files and determine if I was fit to be a real estate agent. So they came back in a couple weeks. They said, hey, you were fit, and I was good to go. So if you have some felonies or you had some criminal background and you're wondering before you spend all your money on the classes and paying the application fees and paying for background checks and all these different things you got to pay for, you can pay for that fitness determination, and they'll tell you up front, if you'll be qualified, if you'll be approved to be a licensed real estate agent. That's step number 4, is getting fingerprinted so that you can have your background checked. Your 5th and final step to become a licensed real estate agent in Texas is to sign with a broker. So once your background checks comes back, you're going to wake up one morning, you're going to check your email, and you're going to see an email from the Texas Real Estate Commission that says that you have been granted and you have been issued an inactive license to practice real estate in Texas. And I'm telling you, if you're going to be like me and my wife, you're going to jump up, you're going to scream, and your kids going to run in and say, "What you screaming for? I got my license." And y'all going to cry, you're going to praise God. Thank you, Jesus, I made it. It's a new season. It's my promised land. Okay, it may not happen for you, but that's how it was for me, okay? I got a story to tell you why we cried and we shouted and we danced. But that's another video, another weekly huddle for another day, okay? So you're going to get that, and you're going to have to go sign with a broker, okay? So remember, when you get that email, you're going to have an inactive license. You're licensed by the state of Texas to be a real estate agent, but you cannot practice until you go up under the umbrella and the protection and covering of a broker. Okay, so at that point, you're going to go and interview a couple of brokerages, interview some big ones, some small ones, and see which works for you. See which one is a fit for you. I don't think everything is for everybody. You got to find out what's best for you. For us, Keller Williams was the perfect choice, and I'll do another video later on I'm gonna do a couple of videos in this series. We'll do one on why we chose Keller Williams, and I'll also do one on my first 90 days as a full-time real estate agent. But those are your 5 steps to become a licensed real estate agent. Listen, if you have any more questions about becoming a real estate agent that was not addressed in here, I still would love to talk to you. Don't be afraid, because I created this video. We can still talk. You can still shoot me a DM. Hey, I love to just talk with you about real estate. I love real estate, and I want to see other people get into this industry, in this field as well. It's a great way to make income. Even if you don't want to do it full time, it can always be another stream of income. So you can hang out with us, come kick it with us, come talk with us, come chat with us. And if we can ever be of service to you, reach out to us at 214-354-2817. You can also email us at lewis@hemphillrealestate.com or Dana@hemphillrealestate.com. We're your coaches, and we're ready to serve you.